For the piece of technology I chose that is making its way into classrooms around the country is 3D printing. The basics. The origins of 3D printing can be traced back to the 1980s. Chuck Hall is claimed as the inventor of 3D printing. He's the one who holds the registered patent for stereolithography, in which he registered in 1986. Stereolithography is 3D printing. Originally, 3D printing was very expensive and used a lot of resources, but recently the prices dropped exponentially. So we have witnessed over the last 2 or 3 years 3D printing really revolutionizing the world in its own way. It's hard for us to turn on the news and not see something new that 3D printing is doing every day. So what is 3D printing? 3D printing, or additive manufacturing, is a process of making three-dimensional solid objects from a digital file. The creation of a 3D printed object is achieved using additive processes. In an additive process, an object is created by laying down successive layers of material until the entire object is created. Each of these layers can be seen as a thinly sliced horizontal cross-section of the eventual object. This definition came from 3dprinting.com. It is also important to note that in order to use a 3D printer, you need a type of 3D modeling software which helps you to scan or create your own designs. These are a couple of examples of objects that have been 3D printed. We have a guitar, a human skull, a lamp, an Eiffel Tower, and even a prosthetic limb. Now, 3D printing is really moving into the limelight. Now that 3D printers are less expensive, they are making their way into classrooms. These are a couple of ways that 3D printing or printers are helping to revolutionize the classroom. For biology, students can use 3D printed objects to study organs or bones or skeletal systems. For chemistry, students can print out complex molecules to study. Engineering students can print modified car or robot parts. For geography purposes, students can use it to print out maps that actually show landscapes, or can be used to create 3D models that represent statistics. For history, 3D printers can be used to print artifacts so students can better understand the material. And the applications are really endless when it comes to what you can 3D print. The bottom line, 3D printing can be used in numerous ways in the classroom to help better educate students. And because of the dropping prices of 3D printers, they are now finding their way into classrooms around the country. I believe technological innovations like the 3D printer should be used in the classroom because it separates students from simply going through direct instruction and allows a unique experience through the use of technology. And whenever you can use technology to really create a unique experience for your students, you should, because it helps define your classroom and it helps to get the students excited about learning, and we really want our students to be engaged during the learning process. 3D printing can be used to create materials in the classroom that help the students better understand the material they are learning rather than simply memorizing information. We want students to be able to fully understand what they're learning and not simply be regurgitating facts and figures. And with 3D printing objects in the classroom, you can help your students better understand the material. Thank you, and that concludes my presentation on 3D printing.